So how was the real estate market for Chanhassen in June? Good, that was good. So with days on the market, this is how long it took the home on the median to sell in Chanhassen. So for single family homes, it was 17 days. Okay, 17 days. So in addition to the 17 days, I actually split this out. That's for single family homes, not condo and townhomes in Chanhassen. So I did that separately. And if you look at those, it's 29 days for those. So townhomes and condos, all right, and then kind of regular single family homes. I would put that in there, but I can't write that small. So what am I saying here? I'm saying that it takes longer to sell townhomes and condos, given everything else equal. They are less desirable or desirable to less people. That doesn't mean they're not desirable. It just means there's a smaller group of people that want them, so they are generally not sold as quickly. So here's something really interesting. This is how many days median on the market, but that's not necessarily how many showings. And I wanted to mention this. So if you look at the number of showings, okay, that it takes to sell a house to get to pending in Chanhassen, the number of showings, it's 10 showings for single family, and it's 8 for townhomes and condos. So I think that's really interesting. Even though there's, let's say more on the market, but they're just slower in general to sell. And this is statistically a truism almost everywhere. But it means that but yet there are only 8 showings in 29 days on the median, 8 showings. So what is it telling us? It's telling us that there's less people interested, but they're still selling. But they're still selling at a pretty good rate because it took a single family home a lot less days to sell in Chanhassen, and they had 10 showings. They could have 10 showings in 2 days. They could have 10 showings in 1 day. Most of the time, it's within 2 or 3 days. Quick question for you. Are you curious about the value of your home? If you are, I have just the thing for you. Just scroll down below where you're watching the video right now, and then where you'll see free market value report. And you click on that link right there next to it, and it will go to this website, which is my website. You'll type in your address, and then you'll push that green button. It will ask you for your email address, and then it will send you an email, and it will be an automated valuation of your home. The only other person who knows that you did it is me, and I'll keep it quiet. I will send you a thank you, however, but other than that, no one else will know. Now, when we look at the total amount of listings, it's looking pretty much the same as it did of June of last year. There's 36 new listings in Chanhassen for the month of June, 36. Also in Chanhassen was 25 townhomes and condos. So it's not it's not 25 of 36, it's 36 plus 25. So as far as new listings are concerned, a pretty steady, healthy amount of new listings. And by the way, these are only existing, not new construction. There isn't as much new construction going on right now, so it doesn't skew the numbers as much. That's finished square feet. $248 for finished square feet. So it can be above ground or below ground, but obviously the majority of the square footage for pricing is always above ground. So $248, that's up 3% year over year, which is a healthy-ish amount of money. But if we look at other statistics, it's down a little bit, maybe it's up a little bit. It really does kind of average out, but it's healthy. And 248 is quite healthy, by the way, especially for the immediate surrounding area. Eden Prairie is not this high. Minnetonka is not this high. I think only Victoria is this high. But anyway, you get my point. So the last part I wanted to do, I thought I want to have a little fun with it. This is called Price Curious. All right, you ready? Price Curious. So we'll have its own logo. Price Curious. Here's an interesting thing. The average sales price in Chanhassen for the month of June of 2025 was $760,000. That's the average, okay? So the average townhome or condo during that same time, okay, was $293,500, okay? That's the average townhome or condo. Side note, this is up a lot. Month over month, it's like 10%. It's pretty crazy. But again, month over month, year over year is not a great way to do it, but it's certainly 4 or 5 or 6% for sure. This is actually down a few percent. So not trying to get negative, but thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.